It's January here in Washington State, and it finally feels like winter. A couple days ago, we finally got a couple inches of snow, which before that was just rain and cold, slush, just nasty. But with that snow comes a little bit of work. I hate shoveling snow. I have been using this back saver. It's so far the best shovel that I've been able to use because it has this funky curve, so you actually aren't leaning right over the shovel, but it's still shoveling snow. I hate it. So I did a little bit of looking around online, in stores too, Ace, Home Depot, Lowe's, your whatever stores, looking for something like this. It is an electric snowblower. I don't have that much space here, and I don't really have that much space to shovel, frankly. So something like this was perfect. Nothing in stores. Apparently everyone had the same thing I did, where we just didn't think it was gonna snow. So why bother getting it before it actually did? And everyone went and grabbed one once it finally did snow. So nothing online. I was gonna go for Ryobi, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Ego, whatever. There was nothing. So popped on Amazon and I found this little guy. There was a coupon on it at the time. They seemed to be doing a lot of coupons for this. 2 days later, finally came in. It hasn't snowed since, but we still have quite a bit. It has turned a little bit icy, which if you read the instructions on this, it doesn't really recommend going in much more than just kind of fresh powdery snow, but still seems to be doing the trick. I was a little bit cautious just because it's not a name brand, but I thought I'd give it a shot anyway and have been actually pretty impressed. So this guy on the description of the page that I bought it from says it's blue, and I don't think I'm colorblind, but to me, this looks green. It does come with its own battery. On the listing, it does look like a DeWalt battery. So we have this guy. I have a handy DeWalt just to compare the two. They do look pretty similar. This, however, uses its own proprietary charger that comes with the battery itself. And the actual pinout itself is slightly different. But it seems to be a fine battery, lithium. One trick that I recommend with any battery you buy, not even just something online, is always charge this up fully beforehand. Especially lithium batteries don't like the cold, and being shipped in the cold, they're going to lose a little bit of power. But pretty straightforward. This is a fairly light battery too, as far as they go. This clips on in, and you're set to go. Then the battery itself is pretty easy to work with, pretty easy to charge. You have your charge port in the back here. You slam that barrel adapter in, plug this into the wall, and you're good to go. I don't have a wall, but I do have EcoFlow. Just charges, it works. There is a light on here that'll tell you if it's red for charging, green for charged, and you have a charge level indicator on the front, a lot like an actual DeWalt. But you just take your battery, slam it on in, hit your safety, and your trigger. Pretty simple. Then this is a luggage scale, so it might not be the most accurate, but let's see how much this weighs. I'm coming up at about 8 pounds. So not the heaviest, not the lightest, but you're gonna be pushing it on the ground a lot, so it should be fine. Then the way it works is you just put the shovel down, push your safety to the side, pull the trigger. Then you just push. Pretty straightforward, seems to have a pretty good throw arc. Pretty happy. This snow is still fairly dense, fairly thick, and it has had a freeze-thaw cycle, so it's doing a pretty good job. Can't complain. And just to conclude really quick, I don't know if it's gonna last as long as the name brands. I don't see any mention of a warranty whatsoever on the listing, but for what I use it for, it works great. No complaints whatsoever. I think it's a good deal.